Using a shield can be really useful, especially if you're new to the game. It will help you survive a lot of encounters simply by holding the block key. Shield blocks all damage, but it consumes stamina with every block. The amount of stamina consumed depends on your parrying power, which is the stat that can be found on your chest armor, and you can learn the ability that it's called parry strength, which gives you more of parrying power with each skill level. The more parrying power you have, the less stamina is used when blocking. Try to regain your stamina after the block by releasing the block key, because if you block with no stamina, there's a big chance you'll get staggered. One-handed attacks while a shield is equipped are about 10% faster than normal, but you'll do around 15% less damage with your light attacks, with wider swings and more stagger. Strong attack is your bash with a shield that has a chance to knock down humanoid enemies, as well as some beasts that are not too big. Special attack is also a bash that has a 100% chance to knock down an enemy. It's not a bad move in general, but in my opinion it's really slow and not that great, so I don't use it often. Since you lose the ability to perform any kind of strong attack, you can try to learn removing your shield when you have enough combo bar to perform a special attack with your shield unequipped, and right after that equip the shield again. It can be tricky at first, but if you practice it, it will come naturally to you. The combo meter feels more faster when you're using a shield, but since the combo filling speed is also affected by the difficulty you're playing on, you will see the difference here between normal, difficult and ultra. Slower filling bar means more hits means more precious stamina. Note that on difficult and ultra you'll need to chain your attacks with more precision, in other words, just at the end of your previous attack. It's really easy to mess it up, so you better practice a bit. Using a one-hander only has many advantages. It's a fast style where you can effectively combo your light and heavy attacks. The more attacking power you have, the higher the chance for your attacks to stagger. Strong attacks in general have more chance to stagger even really big beasts like trolls. Learning the ability called attack strength will give you more attack power, which will increase your chance to stagger with all attacks. Your combo bar fills at a decent speed, especially if you stick only with the fast attacks. You can get the special attack in no time, but let's compare these three difficulties so you can get the idea. Sword, axes and clubs all have different special attacks. Sword has a forward thrust, axe has a leaping strike, and club has 3 fast attacks. That's probably the most useful of all 3 since you do a lot of damage and stagger as well. Other things you can learn when you're in a fight and far away: if you press your strong attack, you'll have a big range on it, which will net you a few more hits if you combine it with fast attacks. It takes just a bit of practice to get the feel of the range. Blocking with one-hander is worse than blocking with a two-hander and a shield, of course. Hits will consume your stamina and you lose your health, but at a reduced rate. Note that more parrying power will affect your block, and if high enough, your block will be stronger and you won't take damage to your health, just like when using a shield. You also want to learn how to parry, since one-handers have a faster recovery time and you can parry somewhat easier. I grow to really love two-handers in this game. The range they have, much more attack power, which means bigger stagger chance, and hitting multiple enemies are the reasons to stick with a two-hander. Slower initial attack can be a problem in a close range fight, but it can be easily avoidable by simply moving back and then attack. Combo bar feels slower, but you should focus more on just the regular hits anyway, with occasionally using the special attack if you get a chance and have enough stamina. Here's the comparison between 3 difficulties. Note that if you're using a two-handed axe, the third attack is bugged and it never hits, but I hope this will be patched soon. Special attack differs a bit between the types, but I mentioned before I personally prefer the swords in general. When it comes to blocking, two-handers can block better than one-handers, but of course parrying power will affect this as well. Note that if you manage to chain a few attacks successfully without being interrupted, you'll usually stagger lock the enemy, which makes it easier to do massive damage. So as I mentioned before, the abilities you should focus on when going melee in general are attack strength and parry strength. Even if you're not planning to do melee at all, you should still put points in parry strength because you'll get staggered less. That should be all for this video, and if you want to learn about some of the mechanics that I didn't talk in depth here, like staggering, evading, etc, I got videos for that as well that you can check out on my channel, and if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next one.